Good morning everybody. Welcome back to the next video of the chapter cell cycle and the cell division. This is part 4 of the chapter cell cycle, and in this chapter we will be studying about the cell cycle, what happens. Like before videos or previous videos we have studied about the different, like what happens in mitosis, what happens in meiosis, what is a mitosis, what is the difference between meiosis and mitosis. Also I have explained how X and Y together, like X and X together forms a female or a girl child, and how X and Y together forms a boy child. So this is what we have already studied. But now in this part I will be teaching about the cell cycle, completely about the cell cycle, what happens in the cell cycle. Okay, so I will be drawing the cell cycle. It's nothing difficult, it's not at all difficult in this video, completely about the cell cycle. After that we will be going up on mitosis. Like mitosis means what? I says mitosis is the type of cell division which takes place in the somatic cells of the body. And also see, mitosis two types will be, not two types, after two part the whole mitosis gets completed. One is the karyokinesis. I already said you in the chapter cell that karyokinesis or karyo means nucleus. So here the division of the nucleus will take place, followed by cytokinesis, where the division of the cytoplasm will take place, but that is in a separate video. Okay, after mitosis we will be doing meiosis. Let's just remember one thing, that in meiosis is not in your syllabus of class 10 standard, but if you are preparing for 12 standard, that is ISC or CBSE 12, or for any competitive exams, then you have to know about that meiosis. So I will be teaching meiosis as well as mitosis. Mitosis to your syllabus is there, meiosis also I will do, because it's not bad to know more. Okay, so I will be teaching both in the coming videos, but this video understand the cell cycle completely. Okay, so yeah, so we will be starting with the cell cycle. So I already explained this to you, that cell cycle, understand this very nicely, the cell cycle. Okay, the cell cycle will happen in three types. One, this is one, this is one, and here next the next one. Understand? So understand, this is the G1 phase. Okay, this is the G1 phase. This is the S phase. What is G1? What is S? I will be telling you. Don't worry. This is the S phase, and this is suppose the G2 phase. This is the G2 phase. Clear? So this is the G1 phase, this is the S phase, this is the G2 phase. Now what is S phase, what is G1 phase is a question. So S phase is synthesis phase. G1 is gap 1 phase. G2 is gap 2 phase. Okay, and then we will be having another part. I am running this. Then we will be having another part, that is, this part is important, that is interphase. I think you have heard about this. If you have studied cell division, then you will know this. This is the interphase. This is the interphase. Okay, this is the interphase. Interphase is also known as the resting phase. I am writing here. This is known as the resting. Why resting phase? I will be telling you. Why rest? I will be telling you. Here what happens in the resting phase? This is called the prophase. This is the metaphase. This is the anaphase, and this is the telophase. Taking all these phases is the interphase. Here, taking all these phases is your interphase. Okay, so what I was explaining is that, so this is how it happens. Understand? So this is G1 phase, that is gap 1 you can say. This is the S phase or the synthesis phase, and this is called G2 phase or the gap 2. This is gap 1 phase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, everything nicely. Presently understand this is the interphase, also known as resting phase. Question can come, which phase is called the resting phase? Your answer should be interphase is called the resting phase. Now pro, meta, ana, telo. How you will be remembering this? I have remembered like this way. P, M, A, T. M, A, T we all know. M, A, T. Mat. Isn't it? We all know mat. So just remember M, A, T, mat. Understand? P, mat. We are using P type of mat. So this is easy. This will be easier for you to remember how. Because see, this is order wise. You can't say metaphase first, telophase like that. No, that cannot happen. What you will remember is P, that is prophase. Pro, write nicely properly. Pro. M is metaphase. A is anaphase. And T is telophase. Okay. How I said you will remember M, A, T, mat. M, A, T, mat. We all know M, A, T. Since childhood we have learned M, A, T. Just remember P, M, A, T. P, M, A, T. Easy to remember? You will not forget. First you remember mat. Metaphase, anaphase, telophase. And before that we have only one phase, that is prophase. So P, mat. P, mat. Pro, meta, ana, telo. Pro, meta, ana, telo. Understand? Easy to remember? Okay. So this is how it happens. I am rubbing this. Okay, this is a shortcut trick for you. So what happens in G phase is the question. So in G phase, synthesis of your remember this. What happens in this phase? Synthesis of RNA and protein will take place. Synthesis of RNA and protein. What happens in S phase is synthesis of DNA. I explained you DNA in the previous video, DNA. And what happens in the G2 phase? G2 phase is synthesis of, it's basically more synthesis of RNA and protein. More synthesis of RNA and protein will take place here. So this is what is actually happening. So in the G1 phases, RNA and protein will synthesize. In the G2 phase also RNA and protein will be synthesized. Only remember that in the S phase or the synthesis phase, which is the phase between G1 phase and G2 phase, the synthesis of DNA will take place here. What happens? The synthesis of DNA will take place here. So this is what the cell. So cell from starting from here, cell will start from here. It goes so much. It goes all this part. It will first enter G1 phase where what will happen? Synthesis of RNA and protein will happen. After that the cell will come in the S phase. What will happen in the S phase? DNA will be synthesized. After that it will go into G2. Same again, more RNA and protein will be synthesized. After that it will enter this phase, this interphase. Now this interphase is what I will be teaching you in the mitosis. So this is what, just remember this much only about cell cycle. Okay, yeah, there is nothing more you have to know. You have just to know this much about the cell cycle. Understand? So if the question comes, which is the first stage? First, remember the G1 phase will come. First the G1 phase, then the S phase will come. Okay, and then the G2 phase will come. So these are the three phases. So first G1 the gap 1 phase, second is the S phase, and third is the G2 phase. So these are the three phases which will take place, followed by this phase. So if the question comes, what happens in G1 phase? We will say RNA and protein will be synthesized. What happens in the S phase? DNA is synthesized. What happens in the G2 phase? More RNA and protein is synthesized, followed by interphase or resting phase. In mitosis, we will be studying about this. This whole we will be talking about. Understand? The next video is about the mitosis type of cell division. I have explained the difference between both, but now specifically about mitosis we have to study. Okay? Maybe a bit lengthy video it will be, but yeah. So this is how the cell cycle. The cell starts from here, it goes all around and again comes to here. This is how the cell cycle actually takes place. But this seems to be a very small phase, but it's actually a lot to study in this phase. Understand? There's a lot to study in this phase. So I am ending this video here, hoping that you understood the cell cycle about the S phase, the G1 phase, G2 phase, what happens in what phase, what happens, how to remember metaphase, anaphase, telophase, pro-metaphase, anaphase, telophase, isn't it? So this is what I tried to make it in an easy way. I have remembered like this way. Now I have, after studying for so many years, I am able to understand. I don't need to know about math. It automatically comes. When I speak, it automatically comes. But if you are studying for the first time, just remember MAT math. P math. Pro phase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Like this way you can understand. Okay. What happens, how the cell happens, where the cell will be, in what phase, what are the changes happen, that in the next video. So I am ending this video here. Please like, share and comment in the video, which you are not doing. Please do it. And please give it to the people who actually need the video. Okay. So thank you so much. Meet you in the next video. Thank you.